almost your birthday. You're going to be 21. 21, right? Almost your birthday.
Every year it's like this.
Okay, maybe you're 22 this year.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay.
22 for what is that? The 30-something time. Happy belated to you.
See, don't you wish you would have been born on February the 29th?
Why?
So you could actually claim a birthday only once every 4 years.
That's weird. It's like being born on Groundhog's Day. Let me just have the same birthday over and over again.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, really, they are after a while. Hi, I'm Shaun Landry.
Summers.
And we're the seniors, and it's just us this week.
It's an unusual show.
It's an unusual
just
show.
It's
our birthday in between shows. You see, Hans was born July 26th, and he just had his birthday. And
Shaun's born August 3rd. She's about to have hers.
So we're doing an in-between.
Two Leos.
We did it. We broke protocol, if you actually believe in that shit. Also the same with the Chinese zodiac, because I am a snake and you are a pig.
I am. I've been told that many times. You're a pig.
Yeah, like
and I don't think it had anything to do with the.
No, not a fucking thing, dude. We are celebrating by doing a show by ourselves. We haven't done this in a very long time.
Actually, I don't think we've ever done it on video. We've only done shows by ourselves on stage.
Exactly. So here we are.
You know, that far-flung historical thing, being on stage in front of people.
I so fucking miss that.
Yeah.
But we do have someone with us, and he's always been with us, either in brick and mortar and also here, as Lola has gone out again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Improv God, how you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good. I'm always with you, and it's always good.
It's always a pleasure to have you here. Hey, on our Facebook one, because we want to go and blow through some time just a bit, and also answer some questions. It's really a filler thing that we're doing right now.
You're not supposed to say that.
Oh,
here,
no?
We're filling time. Oh, no, we're not. We're here to answer the most pressing things and questions on your mind.
We're filling fucking time.
Oh, so shut up.
I got onto Facebook and I asked, ask us anything. Ask us about our theater, about improv, about our relationship, or just any random thing, because most of my friends on Facebook are improvisers who are witty and want to be as the wittiest person in the room.
And we have gotten questions in the past we should probably answer too.
Yeah, that's true too. Hey, Improv God.
Hey, yeah.
I know you've known us forever. Is there anything before we dive into the questions on Facebook? Anything you wanted to ask us?
How's your day been? Are you doing good? Are you okay?
You know,
that's a very pedestrian question.
No, it's not. It's a good question.
Oh, okay.
Because you should check in with the people you care about. Today was an interesting day.
Interesting good, interesting bad.
Interesting meh. Interesting. But I will get today, it goes to 11. My computers, all of them, go to 11 because I've been a crash test dummy for Windows since Windows 8, I believe.
I think they prefer tester.
So I'm a crash test dummy. So I basically got rid of Windows 10. Goodbye, Windows 10. Hello, Windows 11. I have to redo my brain to that. I was very sad because the restaurant I wanted to go to for my birthday, we decided not to go to. So I just had that moment of, oh, I can't see Ryan Gosling roll around in couscous.
Well, you didn't say there was a floor show.
See, I was hoping it would be in my mind anyway.
That was your preconceived notion there. Okay.
Exactly. So that was my day, and I listened to Hans' work.
Which is always exciting.
It's more exciting than a bag of floaty kittens. So there's that. My day was meh, but you smile on and get through it, right? How was your day?
I was working,
And then now we're doing this.
and I talked to a lot of people that just seem to be lost.
Yeah.
Lost in the ethereal. And to keep me amused on the other monitor, I was watching Stephen Fry, QI.
And QI. Yes,
Yeah.
that was basically during the day. The TV's always on in Hans's office. So it all depends on whether he is watching a 30s movie or if he's watching QI. And Stephen Fry is hilarious. These are older QIs, earlier on in the alphabet.
Yeah, because he hosted the first 13 seasons.
Exactly.
And then gave up the show.
So, which has a lovely woman who was doing the British Bake Off for a very long period of time. And it's one of his favorite shows and one of mine. So I don't mind waking up hearing Stephen Fry's voice being extremely witty. I think the funniest thing he said today was, stop my heart, you throbbing, stop my throbbing member heart. And I'm just like, what a way of saying, that he might be slightly excited about Alan Davis.
No, I think the best one today was to one of the women, and she came up with something very intelligent. And he goes, "See, there you go. You're not a stupid pig." Oh, wait a minute. I didn't mean to say that. I mean, you're not as stupid as a pig.
It's the English, of whom I love. Hey, improv guy. Oh, by the way, wasn't a stupid question. Thank you for asking.
It is. It's nice to check in on your friends. It's a good time for that with everything going on.
Maybe we should answer some of the background questions.
Well, why don't we go and ask some Facebook ones?
Oh, any newbies on there?
Yeah, go and give us. Just go and start running through the top one first, and run through whatever is on Facebook right now.
All right, we've currently got 3. Top one is from a Frankie Griffin.
Frankie is a Pac-Man. I love some Frankie Griffin. I love him very much. What did Frankie have to say?
He has a question about your sleeping habits. He wants to know if you have ever slept on an equity cot.
Have we ever slept on an equity cot, Hans?
Equity cot. Equity as far as a union cot? What are we talking about? I slept on a cot.
Well, an equity cot, I think he meant a theater.
Like in the green room.
Like a green room equity cot.
Oh, yeah. Couches, yes.
Couches, a lot of couches in our real life. When it comes to, it wasn't equity because, to be honest with you, I'm assuming this is equity theater, and not equity like a financial cot. But
it's an equity bank couch.
Exactly. Yes. We actually slept on a cot as a couple.
That wasn't even a cot.
It wasn't.
That was a 1940s single roll-away fold-up bed.
It was a cot. It was a fucking cot.
So it was not even a single you think of nowadays.
It was a motherfucking cot.
It's like a mini single.
It was a super motherfucking cot.
And where'd you put it?
I put it right by the radiator register, all depending on what part of the country you're from. But in Chicago, we call it a radiator.
You know, where the steam heat comes out of.
Yeah. So there wasn't enough room for our 2 fat asses at that point. So I was like, somebody's going to either sleep on the floor. And so I took a bunch of blankets. We got it in the summer, so the register wasn't on. Got a bunch of blankets, a bunch of pillows, put it on top of the register, pushed the fucking cot next to the register, and guess who slept on the radiator until December or November when the heat came on.
Until the steam started to come in.
Yeah, it was me.
Woo!
Hans got the cot. I got the radiator. And our lives been like that ever since.
I'm the cot person.
I'm the radiator.
There you go.
I am proud of you for not bursting into flames. That's
I'm,
nice.
I'm happy that I did not spontaneously combust, and I'm also glad that I did not name an improv theater company. That either. Oh, no, I love you, Trish Barong. It actually is spontaneous combustion. It's getting Casey.
Yeah.
Give us. Who else has written on the wall of questions?
We've got one from friend of the show, Kevin Garcia Doyle.
Say day. I love you, R. What did R have to say for himself?
He wants to know, what is the most, this is so not me, gift that anyone has ever given you?
This so not me gift that we've ever gotten, or you've ever gotten, or I've ever gotten. You want to go first on that?
Not from each other?
Well, I've loved everything you have given me.
Wink, wink.
I have used everything you have ever given me.
Wink, wink, nod, nod. Say no more, say no more.
So, just so not you.
God, I know people have always told me over the years I'm terrible to shop for because if I want something, I go out and buy it.
I know, it's a nightmare.
So if it comes to like holidays and birthdays, like there's nothing I want.
Yeah. So like his birthday, he was like, I was going to go and buy him something, and he walks into the bedroom and he goes, "Hey, Shaun, I saw these really nice bookshelves. Can I get that for my birthday?" I'm like, that's not the point of gifts. The point of a fucking gift is for you to go, boy, I really like these shelves. Even if you pretend, boy, I really like these shelves. I'm like, I don't know if you're going to get it. Then I immediately buy it. It comes and it feels like a gift, at least for me.
No, I mean, for me, it was always like if I wanted, I go out and buy it. Actually, the best gift, there is a gift I got.
Yeah, but it has to be so not you.
A gift that I got. Oh, no, not I bought for myself.
I know.
That's not a gift. That's a purchase.
I know. No, I know. But I'm saying is a gift you got from someone else.
Exactly. A gift I received. Mm-hmm. It was on my birthday weekend, and it was in Madison, Wisconsin. And
that was so you, though.
And that was literally, I think we've been dating for what, 3 months?
About 3 months.
We went up to a weekend party in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, it was all about drunk ass and stone ass people sleeping on floors. You
except for us. I took the water bed.
You took the water. We took the bedroom and we kicked the host out of his own fucking room. You kicked the host out of the
homeowner. I took the water bed.
He's like, oh, I'll take this room, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry, dude. He's like, that's okay. I'll sleep on the floor with the rest of the guests. What are you fucking shitting me? What kind of bullshit is this? We literally took that man's water bed.
It was comfortable.
It was great. We're assholes. So anyway, go on.
But then, so I got a gift, and it was a presentation. Shawnee bought me a gift.
Yes.
And it was actually there used to be a store that has now closed.
Metro Golden
Memories, which was partially owned by Chuck Shaden, who did all the old radio show broadcasts in Chicago. He was on nationally too, but he did the old time radio broadcasts every Saturday for 39 years.
Yep.
And I think he decided to retire at 39 years because that was Jack Benny's birthday, who was his favorite.
Right. So any who's he do.
So you went there and you bought me a Maltese Falcon because they used to sell replicas of the Maltese Falcon.
Exactly.
And you wrapped it up in newspaper and rope.
Twine.
Yeah, and just like in the movie.
And I got Jim costume.
And you got Jimmy,
who dressed as Walter Houston in the cap and delivered it around all these stoned and drunk motherfuckers in this apartment. And he was drunk and stoned, and I was pretty drunk and stoned, and Hans was the only one who was not stoned. And he dropped it. He goes, Falcon. Dropped it.
And falls into a chair.
And falls into a chair dead. And and just like the movie.
That was a good gift.
Yeah.
And the presentation.
The presentation was the thing. Because I asked Jimmy when we were driving up to Madison, I said to him, I said, dude, you want to do this fucking bit? And he was like, what? I said, you want to be Walter Houston? And he goes, what, the Maltese Falcon? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I got this. I know the entire movie. I'm like, so does Hans. So, you know, and he was like, well, I called him up and he goes, I got a trench coat and a hat. I'll bring it up to Madison. I'm like, rock on. And then we brought all these fucking balloons and all sorts of shit for Hans. And it was a fun, it was completely you. So the question was something that wasn't you. That's what R asked. But I love the story.
A gift I received that wasn't me?
But
oh, you mean like a bizarre gift?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Why did I get this?
But
no, that story was great.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing.
Okay, thank you.
You need to comprehension is amazing.
So a gift that wasn't me.
Yeah.
I have to think about that. You go.
All right, mine. I have a lot of them, and they're pretty fucking easy. My mom used to do this shit where she was worried that I was always broke. I mean, my whole family was, my God, she's a fucking actress. She's broke. Let's go and buy her shit and give her the receipt so she can, return it for the money.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, wink. It's like why don't you just give me the fucking $200? Like, no, we don't have $200, but we have $200 credit. on Marshall Fields. On Marshall Fields in Chicago, because that's genius financing. Is like you gave me $200 with a 24% APR. That's fucking brilliant. And she gave me something she would buy me things she knew I would never like and or use. The one I remember the most is a pair of panties, pair of drawers. They were actually really pretty. I have to admit, they were black, they were lacy, they were very nice.
Weren't they like 4 times the size?
They were 4 times the size of my fucking body. You can fit 2 of me in these fucking drawers. And I looked at these drawers and hold that. My sister came over and I said, Angel, I got to show you what the panties Mama bought me. And I literally picked them up like that. More like that. That's how wide, and
it was more like a lacy flag.
And the width was that. So it's like, wow, they were really pretty. And Angel literally said to me, she goes, "This is not what you would ever wear." And I'm like, well, yeah, unless I use them as a bra, So oh God, these panties. And made a bra out of them, and because my boobs were big, and almost smaller, and at that point they were huge, and smaller than these fucking panties. I can make a bra out of this shit. I could wrap this around as a fucking wrap around my head. Do a Prince thing and wrap it, and then do one eye covered. And I'm just like, why would she buy me this shit? And when I called her up, I'm like, Mom, I got your panties. And she was like, oh, that's nice. She knew good and damn well I couldn't wear these damn things. And she goes, well, do you like them? So now the guilt rolls up. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course I love them. And she goes, well, if you don't like them or if they don't fit, you can always return them or get the money. And I said, Mom, I think I was 20 at that point. No, 21, because this was before you. 20.
No, we were together, right?
No, we weren't.
We weren't?
I was in Geese Company when I got these panties.
Well, then you must have been 20.
Yeah.
We met when you were 20.
She gave me another pair of panties that were like ugly as fuck, but she used to give me ugly shit all the time to return it for the money. But at 20, I literally said to her, she goes, return it. I'm like, Mama, why don't you I said, I looked at the fucking cost. These panties are $125. I said, you bought a $125 pair of drawers when you could have just given me $125. I'm like, Mom, this is ridiculous now. And she was like, well, it's the only, and that was the moment me and my mom came clean on some shit, which was, I know good and motherfucking well, these panties it's just for the money. Now, just say that out loud. So she started, when I got those other panties, and I'm like, Mama, these panties are ugly as fuck. She goes, I know.
Receipts in the box.
And she goes, receipts in the box. That was the worst presents I've ever gotten. Physically, it's been from my mother.
Yeah, see, I've been thinking about
But
that.
the nicest gesture.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that.
From my mom.
I can't think of any gift I've ever gotten that I just didn't like. You know,
That's the thing.
There's nothing I've ever received going, what the hell is that? What were you thinking, boy?
We come from that generation of it's the thought that counts. R comes from that generation of it's the thought that counts. Shame on you, R.
Well, that's always been my philosophy for Christmas. It's like people like want to give you like gift lists. It's like, wait a minute. This is just a gift you're giving somebody. If you really don't like it, give it away. Give it to charity.
Well, that's the thing. Angel gave me Angel gave me, she loves leopard skin prints. Again, with my family, the women in my family are all about the draws and the panties and the bras. It's like,
oh my.
They're seriously, they're not presents even for me. They're more presents for you. And it's like, well, maybe Shaun will look good for Hans in this leopard skin panty and bra set. And I'm just like, I don't.
Kind of like a room in Graceland.
I don't want to look like the Eye of the Tiger. It's like I just want some simple, classy, not like, what is that kind of stripper pole, leopard skin.
Yeah.
And I love my sister Angel to death, and I love my mom to death, but I'm just like, but always the receipt. Always, because if you don't like the present, buy yourself your own present, because my family are the most generous people in the entire fucking universe. I hope that answered your question, huh? I hope you like the jacket I bought you for oil in the alley with the iron cross on it.
I think that was a short question made long.
Yes.
Okay.
One more.
We do have one more. We also have a comment on Twitch.
On Twitch.
It's from Wiz World Live.
You guys go up next. I love you guys. What's the question? Hey, by the way, we're by ourselves. Is anyone in Wiz World over 50? Exhausted on asking my friends from out of state. Yeah, just pretend y'all 50. Go
out of
ahead,
state, out of country. Yeah.
Go, and y'all 50. Yeah, I want to do your show, by the way, because I'm a nerd. And what did Wiz World have to say for himself? And it's Frankie. Well, Frankie, you all over the place. What do you got to say for yourself, brother?
Just that their dad was very much the kind of person to also buy themselves their own gifts. It got to the point that they couldn't even buy him Christmas gifts. He would buy his own gifts and then give them to the family to wrap for him.
That's actually brilliant.
That's like actually from like the old Dick Van Dyke Show.
It really is.
Remember Maury Amsterdam's character used to buy what he wanted for his wife so she could give it back to him. Yeah, right. And she'd do the same thing for him.
Right. Well, here's the thing. The thing is, for us as a couple, we used to, it's just like, just on that, it's just like, who can get the most gifts for who?
That's a Christmas.
That's a Christmas thing. It's just like, it is literally a Frasier. I'm so sorry, people who don't like Frasier. It's a Frasier fucking thing, which is our relationship has been who can have the most gifts under the tree.
Well, yeah, because initially I set the target at getting 12 days of Christmas, 12 gifts.
Right.
And then it kept expanding.
And it just is.
And then, the tree's got to look full underneath. So the more gifts.
He's German. He's the king of Christmas. But you're talking about the idea that I'm just like, yeah, can I just wrap up, like, buy my old Prince album and wrap it and put it under the tree and put Hans's name on it. Or just, here's a present for me, and then it comes back. That's actually not only fucking funny, Wiz World, but shit, it's also convenient.
Saves you time.
Saves you a shit ton of time. Just like, fuck this. Christmas is so foolish. It's so strictly commercial. I got the unmitigated gassity. Peekaboo. Ooh.
Yeah, but what?
That's for exactly.
But we stick with the traditions of stuff we used to do when we were kids.
Yeah, we stick with traditions.
Certain things we got to watch every year.
Exactly.
We buy the tree at the same time every year.
We buy our tree on the 25th.
Day after Thanksgiving.
On the day after Thanksgiving. And then we do, actually it's now become a tradition to get onto, now that we're internet universe world, is our tradition to do a time lapse of trimming our tree. So I set up the camera, my phone on time lapse, and we slow things down just enough so it'll catch. And if you get on my TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, there is literally the last one we did last year to the song Tradition, that has the top of Tradition, but it has, it's from Naturally 7, which is kind of a doo-wop group that kind of breaks it down and funks it up. So,
well, that's been the chore every year. You got to keep finding a new song to do the time lapse to.
Yeah, seriously. First one I did Santa Baby to, and then I did Is That You, Santa Claus?
Yeah, Louis Armstrong.
I want to go and give Cool As one. I want to go and do Christmas in the Ghetto.
Oh, James Brown.
Yeah, that's a good one. Let's make Christmas something special. I have all the James Brown.
I think Christmas. We did. Didn't we do one year? We did Elvis. I think we used Elvis too.
No, we didn't use Elvis. No, we didn't use Elvis. I can easily go. I'm very rap when it comes to my theories on Elvis. But that's.
What's the other question, Brayden?
What was the other one on
one
Facebook?
More question on Facebook from Eric Sizemore.
Eric is an old friend. I haven't seen him in years. Yeah. What does Eric have to say?
He's got a question about cooking. Wants to know what your favorite chicken dish is, either to eat or to make.
I like chicken Kiev. I wouldn't make it, but I'll eat it.
I have made it and I love it. I like chicken so much, it's stupid. So that's how I love chicken parm. Love making chicken parm. I call chicken Kiev little balls of love. Because now I have perfected chicken Kiev and also the other
chicken cordon bleu.
Chicken cordon bleu. You see how I said that French?
Well, it's more of a blah than bleu. But
chicken cordon bleu. My God, stir fry, anything stir fried chicken. Oh, with glass noodles.
I think chicken parmesan. You like to make that quite a bit.
Yeah, I make it a bit because you asked for it a lot.
I like it.
Yeah.
But you improved it over years because you no longer use Italian breadcrumbs.
Nope.
You now use panko.
Panko has a much more stabilized, because you're talking about the bread. I mean, I can make my own Italian breadcrumbs, but there's panko with the crunch that when you put it into oil has a much more sturdy. And then because with God, I can go on forever for cooking. There's only two things I like to do, crew: improv comedy and cooking. So if you're cooking with panko, you're not only frying it, but you're also putting the sauce on it and then baking it. So the stability of panko is much better than using Italian breadcrumbs, which are very fine, taste delicious. The seasoning in the box is great, but I'd rather just basically use panko, mix my own seasonings in it, and then go from there. God, chicken wise, a million different. I've done whole chicken, where
you've done like broasted.
I've done roasted, barbecued. But chicken is the thing.
What have we discovered now? There's Smart and Final actually imports their chicken breasts from Chile. And it actually tastes more like what real chicken used to taste like. No steroids. No steroids.
When you don't know who's been licking your chicken.
That's right. You got that chicken flavor there.
Hey, got some chicken.
Chicken.
But yeah, and then of course when it comes to, and if you take a full larger chicken and you brine it like a turkey, and you stuff it like a turkey, if you cannot, ladies and gentlemen, if you're into the fall holiday of Thanksgiving and you don't want to do a turkey and you're more inclined to chicken, go and get the largest chicken you can find, brine it for a bit, and then go and do the goddamn same thing. Don't stuff it. Go and put your stuffing on the side because salmonella is never good for you. You go and cook your stuff on the side, but you go and put aromatics in it. An orange, an apple, some thyme, some rosemary, whatever floats your boat, finds your lost remote. And then you go and slow roast that son of a bitch at 250 for a couple of hours. That shit will fall off the bone. I'm not fucking with y'all. I am the vice president of cooking.
Yeah.
She's a pretty good cook, Kamala. God damn it. Just get on YouTube and type in Kamala Harris Thanksgiving and she'll tell you how to use some peppercorns.
And let's see, there's couple things we should mention. We were asked many times. Are we
These
live?
These are questions that have been asked before to us. We're getting to that point where we're not even going to even fucking improv at this point.
It's like we're doing a talk show.
Yeah, we are.
Are we actually streaming live? And we had people going, oh, it has to be pre-recorded.
Anyone who's watching this show right now, if you can just either on Twitch, WizWorld Live, just say, Shaun Landry is hot and I don't believe it. And see what happens. Anyone who's watching this either on Facebook, on YouTube, on IG, just type, Shaun Landry is hot and I don't believe it. And we're streaming live. We have never, the only time we've ever done recorded shows was when I was exhausted, didn't want to go and ask anyone to do this show.
We did one for the holidays.
And we did one, and when you got sick.
When I got sick.
And when you got sick.
But I think we've been steady besides those like 2 shows we've done every week for 16 months now or 17 months.
Yep. And it's all on Internet Movie Database. Every time when I ask anybody to do this show, I'm like, I wish I could pay you. But I can't. Because I just can't. But what I can do is I can give you an Internet Movie Database credit. It's so LA of me.
You can get the experience. It'll look great on your resume.
But the thing is, it's something. It's something copy and real.
Yeah.
It's something. And the massive things. So our shows are always live.
And
this right now is live. I am looking at the monitor, and before every show, I always do this now to see how well my voice and my snapping is syncing up with each other. And it's literally syncing up great. So that makes me have, at this point, we are looking at a Rube Goldberg machine of 2 cameras. So Improv God switch us to the other camera.
Boop.
Switch us back. That's our Rube Goldberg.
And the other thing we get asked a lot is, where did we find our background?
Oh, where do we find it? Once we were on green screen for a very long time.
Right. No, the people think this is green screen.
People think this is green screen. Excuse me, guys. Can you switch us to the camera? Oh, can you switch us to camera, standing camera, Improv God? Improv God, by the way, is Braden Bombach, who is out of Austin, Texas. So I'm going to do this right now. I'm just going to do that. First off, this is our background. This is my body. So we can go and do stuff. These 2 over here are lights. So that cover down here are lights. Over here is lights. This is a scrim. I'm going to go and show this. It's like this is our last show ever.
A look behind the curtain.
Guys, behind the curtain is our coffee hutch. This is our home, ladies and gentlemen.
And this was our dining room before the pandemic. It's been a studio for 17 months.
So every show for months we've been using our dining room. As I pull this back down, we've been using our actual dining room to do shows. We basically, you can take us back to, and we have an OBS person to do that, who I think in all fairness, we decided to name Improv God.
You know, this show is kind of like the DVD extras.
We needed to do more.
Isn't it? It's kind of like the DVD extras.
Yeah.
Ooh, behind the scenes.
You want to do about 5 minutes of improvisation? Look at that. Like, basically, in front of us right now, we have theater room with tragedy and comedy staring us.
Masks, yeah.
Masks
And
staring us in our face.
what is that? That's a steampunk clock.
And a steampunk clock. So
we do have a comment on Twitch.
yes.
Murakami Q84 has said very wisely that Shaun Landry is hot and that they don't believe it.
Who is Shaun Landry? Me?
I assume it might have it might have been a typo. I'm sure they were talking about you.
I'm sure Shaun Landry is so fucking hot right now. I mean, I'm quite sure he's smoking.
I believe he's a French Irishman.
Yes. He
Shaun Landry.
Yeah, was it spelled Jean like Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Or is it Jaun?
Or just regular old John?
It is John. It's actually a Canadian music artist. I see them wearing some cowboy hats. Canadian country music artist.
That's great. I, with all the love in the world, and I know there are African American country artists, but I wouldn't know Shaun Landry unless he walked up to me and goes, "Do you realize you're another fucking person?"
It's like going, "Hi, I'm Shaun Landry.
Do you realize your father also birthed me too?" And I would go, "What's new?"
I can believe that.
I can believe it. Like, I can believe this. My papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat had a baby. And when he died, all I knew there were half sisters. Just seriously. But thank you for telling me Shaun Landry is a country music star. I'm glad he's hot, and I'm glad you could realize that we were live, and I.
You know what we didn't touch on.
I would like to improvise.
Okay. Okay.
But what else? Are we improvising or are we not?
Well, I was going to say we haven't really gotten Braden's background.
What?
Stuff about Braden.
Braden. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's my favorite part of Paris. You're Braden. How did you get? We're now asking Improv God questions. Oh, Improv God, how did you get into improv?
In high school, actually, I started doing improv with Comedy Sports Houston. They had a program where they were going out to different high schools and essentially making like high school league comedy sports.
Exactly. Right.
So I started there, did that for a few years, joined the Comedy Sports Houston Rec League for a little bit. Then I went off to college, started kind of studying theater tech, performance tech, kind of stuff like this. Moved to Austin, eventually did a little bit of musical improv with Merlin Works, Shauna Merlin, Sarah
Yes,
Marie
I
Curry.
love her. Oh, I love her. Oh my God, I haven't heard from Merlin in such a long time. Oh my God. All right, keep going.
Yeah, and I've been kind of doing like side shows with the Hideout Theater in Austin ever since, doing tech for. We're starting in person like live improv shows at the Hideout for the first time, and quite a bit, and I've started doing some tech, some lighting, some sound for those, and it's very exciting.
I see you, Braden / Improv God, soundscaping all day long, doing amazing goddamn soundscaping for theatrical productions. I see that written all over you, Improv God / Braden.
And opening his own theater.
And opening your own theater way down the line. Why don't you play first before you decide to go into the depths of hell?
I'd hate to be your competition.
You're not my competition. No one's anybody's competition. This is what I feel about. I will be very honest in this because we got 10 minutes. We're going to improvise.
Well, at least do some music.
Yeah, at least do one beat scat.
Okay.
I'm going to be very transparent. First off, I love the Pack Theater, which is where we are streaming right now. I love everybody. I love the Monday nights. I love all the amazing. I love Wizarding World. I love Go Sketch Yourself. I love the patrons of the Pack, every single goddamn one of them. I love Miles. Miles told me that if I actually make my nut of the theater that I wish to open the Ledge, that he'd give me $1,000. That's what theater is supposed to be like. We're not supposed to be competition. We're supposed to be community. We're supposed to support each other. The more we support each other, the more, as I like to call them, the dangling chain set comes out and sees our shows. And then we cross promote, and then we go and populate. And then that's when improv and sketch and stand up becomes much more vital in the theater world. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's always worked in most cities. If you have a theater district, they will feed off each other.
Exactly. The more, feed me, Seymour, feed me more theater. Feed me more. Feed me more. I want to see more musical improv. So when I started, I'm going to be very transparent, and I love everyone at the Pack, and I'm still going to say donate on Venmo when Improv God pulls that up. He could do it now. I don't mind. When you donate to the Pack Theater, it keeps them alive. When you donate to the Ledge, there it is. Venmo. Every show we've done, and as much as I can, I promote everything at the Pack because that's who we are. That's what the Pack fucking is. Whether we are in brick or mortar or not, whether we're on this fucking, may I get a soapbox?
Stand up.
Now here we are. Look, no matter where we are, no matter what the fuck we do, we're all fucking community. And the Pack is high end. We ain't fucking around, we community. It's one of the few fucking places where people of color can go and fucking express themselves, where there are actual people of color in fucking control, where we believe, where we walk it, where we talk it, where we put the money is where our mouth is. And Improv God, Braden, no, just because you in Austin, just because Patrick Short is part of Comedy Sports and he does short form, just because there are anybody who's out in Minneapolis and they're doing improv, we are all community. Didn't win in 21. We just I'm doing shows in London. Getting money from people from other countries for the land. I turn that over again to the Pack. Then I go and make shows that it is okay. Cause here's what I got to say about this. Nobody should be dissing each other if it's long form or short form or it's deconstruction or the fucking hero. Isn't it improv?
Ba-do-ba-do-ba-dum.
Isn't it improv? Anyway, every form, aren't we all improv? Don't we do sketch too? Improv, and then we do it. Vice versa. We're here community. A really fucking bad time. Pandemic. Really good. Can't even go out and get food. Let me tell you this. That's been an experiment in how much we care about each other. Let's improvise. Give us a suggestion really fast off the wall, which is give us something you never thought you would like from a relationship.
All right. I've got one from Julian Bertrand.
I love Julian. He's from France. He's also an improviser from France. Yes, he is. What does he have to say for himself?
His suggestion is no laundry month.
No laundry month, something that you would never like in a relationship.
Well, we're going to do something a little different.
What are we going to do? Oh, are we doing a different beat?
Yep.
All right, here we go. I have to remember that beat. A 5, 6, go. That's the beat. I forgot the suggestion that fast.
No laundry room month. No laundry month.
Sometimes I like wearing dirty clothes. Sometimes I like wearing dirty clothes. Lord knows no one can smell me anyhow. Sometimes I think that I stink, but who cares? Right now, middle of a pandemic, you can't smell me from here. But don't you ever fear. I wash my clothes maybe a day, maybe a 2, maybe a 3 months. A while ago. I hope nobody gets vaccinated because you don't smell my clothes. Everybody has to stay in the house, really quiet as a mouse. And who cares if it's cold or if it's hot, and if you save the environment. The world's on fire, there's smoke in the air, and what you care if I stink? What you think? What you think? My clothes stink. My clothes fucking stink. My clothes fucking stink.
Honey,
Uh,
honey,
what?
honey. I was trying to do laundry,
Yeah.
and I don't understand that dial because the dial goes this way and it goes that way, and it has different numbers on there, and it says cold, hot, warm, cold, hot. And I wasn't quite sure how to do that. You know, I haven't done my laundry in about a month now, so I was wondering if you could give me some pointers, just some pointers on how to do my laundry.
Give up.
I can do that. I kind of have for a month.
You woke me up. What time is it? 12:30. You woke me up at 12:30 in the afternoon.
Well, yeah. I knew you were snoozing. You were watching old TV and you kind of dozed off. And I thought, well, you got the free time, so maybe you just need
We
some
all
directives.
have free time.
Well, that's true. That's true. But I was trying to work, and it's like the thing that really threw me off
is like, how full is the washing machine? Because you can't really see inside. So you don't know exactly how full and how much water you need. You're just guesstimating. And I really don't like guesstimating. You know that. I like precision. I like it exact. And that's just, I could use some guidance.
I wish you were still working in Pasadena, because I wouldn't have to listen to this bullshit. And now you think you know how to wash clothes.
Well, no, I don't. That's why I'm
make
asking.
Shut
you.
the fuck up.
Okay.
And now that you're here,
Yeah.
you think you know everything that I've been doing, I don't know, for the last, yeah, let me go and check my imaginary watch.
Well, just
for the last fucking 30 years.
Well, I'm just saying there's a certain way you put the sheets on the bed. You have to get them very crisp. You know, because if you don't get them very crisp,
you never noticed? I've been washing those motherfucking sheets now for every week.
Yeah.
And then I stopped because you think it's great. Now you don't know how to, and I've given up hope.
Oh.
I am laying here. I haven't washed my feet in a week.
I thought you were wearing slippers.
Nope. Those are my feet.
Oh. Kind of sad.
Everything is sad.
Well, not everything.
Remember when we went out all
yeah.
the time and
Yeah.
we had dinners
Yeah.
and I took a long hot shower
Yeah.
and I would listen to Gilda Radner
Yeah.
in the shower before we went anywhere.
Yeah, I
you know,
that.
if you look close
Yeah.
and give me Mick.
Yeah.
I now just hum it in bed by myself.
Oh.
And not even the way how she was joyous and doing it punk
Right.
rock style.
Yeah.
It's just more of a dirge.
Oh, kind of a Morrissey thing.
Yeah, and if you look close, you can see my chin.
Yeah. I have noticed that. I
know
noticed that change.
Yeah. So if you can't figure out the simple motherfucking thing of just turning the knob to low wash, then to medium, and then to warm cold, and pushing the button.
Yeah.
Life is over as we know it.
Oh.
I just keep screaming in my head when you ask me these questions.
Oh.
Leonard Bernstein. I don't have enough gumption to even do the entire song. It's the end of the world as we know it. I just scream Leonard Bernstein.
Yeah. I didn't think you really liked his music. No, I just
in my head scream Bernstein, and that's pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the song "I Wish You Were Fun" by the Sparks.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even sing the song anymore. I just sing la 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 la.
Yeah.
La 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 la. That's you know.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, do a somersault, baby. I would be stunned. I wish you were more fun.
No. Well, I did have an idea for clothes though. I heard about this.
What?
Well, there was some lady.
The laundromat person to come and pick this shit up.
Kinda. There was some lady, and what she would do is she would wear her clothes, right, and then she would
washing her clothes.
And then she would wear her clothes, whatever it is for the week, and then at the end of the week she would go and give them to Goodwill. And of course, Goodwill washes the clothes before they put them back out, so she could consequently then buy her clothing back at like $1 a piece, which is cheaper than going to a laundry.
The world is an abyss on fire.
But we can still have clean clothes.
It's gotten to us taking our stuff to the Goodwill to wash them and buy them back. When we have an actual working fucking washer.
It was just a thought. Just a thought.
I just want to remind you of my feet. It's a tire fire. We live in a tire fire garbage world. If I walk out of the house, they could smell me across the street.
I imagine.
Why even bother anymore? You still have sex with me and I smell like a garbage heap.
Well, I haven't bathed in about 6 weeks.
I know. We can't smell each other
Yeah.
anymore.
Kind of deadens the nose after a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think the Goodwill's a good idea.
I think we should go into therapy.
But first, let's go over the Goodwill.
Why don't I just get up and teach you how to work the motherfucking washing machine? A 10-year-old could. There are so many reasons why I'm depressed. Why don't we just, I will teach you how to use the washing machine, which is easy. And then we can get online to a therapist.
That's what you want to do.
Is that what you want to do?
Well, no, I was thinking we would go to the Goodwill and turn in our clothes. And, you know, on the way there, they have those drive-throughs where you man the hoses. And you have the, I figured we could shower each other off. And that way we could take care of that. You know, so in the same trip alone, we could give away clothes. And then what we could do there, and then we could buy them back next week. And on the way, we could stop at that car wash where you do it yourself, where you spray it all over. But we're not going to spray it in the car. We'll spray it on each other. That's what I thought.
I'm Shaun Landry.
On Summers.
Please stick around on the Pack Theater Squid site for the amazing shows, including my lovely friends who give us suggestions, Wizarding World. Thank you. I should have just put this under talk podcast, but I didn't. I put it under comedy. Please give to the Pack Theater at Venmo.
And those of you who watched us on?
Actually, for those of you who watched this particular show, it did not go to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying this out loud on the Pack Theater because we are community. I'm raising money for the Ledge Theater. If you bought a ticket this time around, it went to the Ledge Theater for my birthday. For my birthday. I am very proud to be part of the Pack community. I'm very proud to be part of the improv community. I'm very proud to be turning 56 next week. We have no fucking idea who's going to be here. But someone's going to be here.
There'll be somebody here
There'll
next
be someone
week.
here.
Back to a regular show.
Back to a regular show. Improv God / Brain Bomb back. Again, making you feel awkward. I love you very much.
Love you too.
He said it back.
I know, that's nice.
Makes it
I'm
real.
Shaun Landry.
On Summers.
Wait. Yeah. No, this is. I will put that on a loop. I'm Shaun Landry.
On Summers.
Peace, love,